Hey everybody, I'm out here doing evening chores. Starting to get dark, but here's our cows and Annie out there, our baby doll sheep. And here is little Daffodil with her head stuck in the fence. These goats were over at my dad's. I brought them over because I didn't want, they both have baby girls, and I didn't want our buck to breed them. Now this little goat I actually got today. I've decided to name her Poppy. She is a La Mancha, and she came from my neighbor. She was getting older and couldn't take care of her goats, and so she gave me this one and that one over there, and we've decided to call the black one Nora. They're really friendly. Nora has been milked before. She's 3 years old. Hey, honey bun. Yeah, and there's Annie, our little baby doll sheep. I'm gonna have to shear her probably in a couple months here. Did that goat scare you? Did that goat scare you? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know it. So, anyway, Miss Daffodil's got her head stuck in the fence, so I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna have both hands to get her out. And I will be right back. Okay, we're back. So I've made it out to the rabbit barn. I think we've already introduced these guys to you, but this is Ruby, this is Onyx, and Opal. Hi, Opal. You look like you're making a nest, but you've got a little ways to go. This is Tux. He's kind of new to us. These are 3 female rabbits that are Clover's babies. I think they're about 8 weeks old, I think. They're actually gonna go to their new home next week. Let's see. We've got, this is Clover, so this is the mama to those bigger babies over there. And she actually should be having some more babies, maybe tonight or tomorrow. And she was bred to little Keo down here. Here is Delilah and her babies. Yeah. Now, the daddy to these babies was from our old buck that we had, Big Keo. And I loved him. He was literally my favorite buck ever. He was so sweet, so nice. Never had an issue with him. You know, he was just, I was sad that we got rid of him, but we had got him as an old buck. He was already 5 or 6 years old when we got him, and he just kind of got to the point where he wasn't breeding anymore. I have my baby monitor on out here, but my husband's in the house now, so I'll turn that off. So these are his babies. This is the last litter that I have out of him. And, you know, I would keep some, but little Keo down here is his son, and they probably don't need to breed a whole lot. Now this is Jim. She's supposed to have babies today or tomorrow, and I think I see movement in the nest. Let's see what we got. Hi, Mama. Did you have some babies? Can I see? There's some fur back here. Oh my goodness. There's some babies. Oh, look. How many we got in here? 1, 2. Oh, some multicolor. 3, 4, 5. Ouch. Okay. She's being very protective, which is actually a good thing. Yeah. Are you being good, Mama? Yeah. I may just count them tomorrow since she's being super protective. She probably just had them, honestly. And, you know, it's good. It's good that she's being protective. You know, she needs to be. Are you going to let me stick them back in there? Okay, I'm going to introduce you to little Keo, and this is a daddy to these babies here, and he's multicolored. And then I'm going to take a quick break real quick so I can use both hands to put those babies back, and I'm going to count them. I'll probably show them on camera tomorrow, where maybe I can bring her a treat and get her a little less worried about me. But I am going to try to stick them back in the nest so that they're nice and warm for tonight. Alright, I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. And it's time to feed the goats. So, normally, I do not feed my goats grain. But these goats came from, you know, my neighbor. They're dairy goats, and they're used to getting grain. I'm not feeding a whole lot. They're probably the only two that are going to eat out of there. My other goats don't normally get it. Here's the babies. Here's the sheep stuck in my dress. Thanks, buddy. You've already had your bottle. He's not really eating any grain right now, which he should not have this dairy goat feed. Goat feed has copper in it because it's important for the goats to have it. However, sheep can get what's called copper toxicity, and it causes a bunch of issues like seizures and just a whole list of stuff. So I'm just kind of standing here to watch him so he doesn't get into it. I don't think he will. He's not really interested yet. So this little girl right here, her mom died just a few days ago. She is, I think, about 2 months old. I think Karen said she was about 9 weeks old, I guess. So really, you know, most people will not wean until 12 weeks, which is generally what I like to do. I think that it just gives a better chance. You know, they get more milk, they have more time to develop their rumen. However, she has been eating feed before her mother died, and she will not take a bottle. So this is kind of where we're at. I've offered her a bottle with actual goat milk, and she's just not interested. Nice. So, you know, as long as she's eating and she's doing well, and it's been 3 or 4 days since her mom died, and honestly, she looks great to me. I don't think she's really lacking in much. She doesn't act like she's starving to death. She likes the grain, but it doesn't seem to be an issue. So, until, you know, something changes, I'm going to leave her the way she is. If she doesn't want the bottle, I'm not going to make her take it. Not like I could anyway. But yeah, so Nora is pregnant, but she's not supposed to give birth until sometime in April. Karen wasn't quite sure what the dates were. But, you know, we'll see. Now, all the rest of her goats have been having triplets, and she had 2 have quads this year, which is honestly insane. I'm honestly just hoping that she has 2. I would be happy with 2 instead of 3 or 4, because that's a lot. And usually, they could probably do 3, but usually when they have 4, you have to end up bottle feeding one of them. Now, I'm not saying I would have to, but usually they don't accept all of them, and you end up having to feed that 4th one. So, but yeah, that's the farm update for today, and the chores are pretty much done. Hopefully I'll be able to get out here maybe tomorrow or the next day and Jim the rabbit. Maybe she will be a little more happy with me and let me count the babies. I think I felt 10 in there, which is a good bit. She is a first-time mom, and 10 is a lot. So, I do have, I do have another rabbit doe that is supposed to give birth, Clover, within the next couple of days. So if Clover only has a couple, or, you know, even if she has less than 10, I may actually take some of Jim's and put them with her, just because she's a more experienced mom. And yeah, 10 is a lot. They only have, I think it's either 6 or 8 teats, and I'm not sure. I'd have to look that back up. But obviously there's not enough teats for 10 rabbits, so sometimes they have issues. I've had that issue before with another rabbit. So yeah, I may foster some over if Clover doesn't have a ton. But anyway, say bye, puppy. Yeah.